What up, folks? I'm Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Bandai Diversity of a Life series. Somalian Leopard Tortoise and the Spider Crab. That's alright, my zillions. I got two of these. Can you believe these are gashapons? These are the nicest looking gashapons. I'll just get that out of the way right here at the top. Yeah, gashapon figures of animals, various animals. And here we have a tortoise and I want to say a snow crab, but it's a spider crab. And two separate series, but I only got one of each of these. Show you the little cards. These are the various ones you can get in the little crab series, and then all the ones you could get in the little tortoise series. That's pretty cool. Alright, I got mine at Hobby Search. And ever since they released that Nile Crocodile, which was mega expensive, I was curious about the line, but I just kept missing out on, all the affordable, like, $5 ones that they kept releasing, but finally, Hobby Search had both series in, and they're randomized. If you order it from there, it's gonna be random. You could get a few capsules and possibly get some different ones. But I was like, what, I really just want to check out the line, so I just ordered one of each. There was like some beetles in stock too, but I wasn't feeling the beetles. I do like some turtles, tortoises, and some crabs, so I figured I'd get these two, and we'd have a Gamera movie. So without any further ado, let's get to the review. But for real, look at them. This is like a, real-life Gamera movie. Let's take a look at the tortoise first, and these guys are articulated, which is cool. Little tail here is on a ball joint. The legs here are, I believe, on a ball joint on the inside, but over here it's more like a little swivel, which is cool, and they go up and down. In the front here, you got joints there, the shoulder, a little swivel there too. I think these little feeties move. They do. The feeties move on the back feeties too, actually. So, yeah, you do be careful. You're liable of pulling out the joints here. The little mouth opens and closes, which is awesome. And then you could go back and forth with the head, like a little snapping thing. But yeah, the whole thing is, and this is like on a slide here, which is interesting. The whole thing is you can close these guys up, get them all. These can go all the way in. You shove them in like that. You do it quite right. It's something along those lines. I believe there's directions here for this. It's basically telling you what I'm showing you there. So, again, you could push this further in. And you have the tortoise within. I felt like I got this even further in first time I did it, but that's what it wants to do here. See that ball joint? But it's cool. I mean, either way, play around with it. Because this slides back too, so it's pretty awesome. I like how, I love how that pops out. That's very, very cool. So some decent articulation on this little guy. And looks-wise, he's beautiful. He really, really is. I mean, you do see within the figure pretty easy. So, you gotta suspend your belief a little bit there because you get some hollow holes. It's a $5 little turtle. And it looks fantastic. Look at the bottom here of this leopard turtle. Look at that. It's very camo-like. I do dig it. Really nice. It's not the nicest sculpt, but it's fine. It's a good sculpt. You know, there's a little bit of shading in there on the base plastic, and then you got all this, like I said, camo looking stuff. The little tail looks really good. Really nice detail there in paint. The legs here look very nice. The back legs. Let's zoom in. Really well done here. Little feeties. Really nice sculpt again. Nice paint. The front legs here. Beautiful. Look at all that detail, man. Really, really great paint. I like the feet. They look good. You see, it's always sculpted till you get to the little ball joint back there. The shell looks great. Kind of like the bottom, but a little more detail. A lot more paint. Very, very nicely done here. Look at that. That is so cool. That is super, super cool. And the head... First, the neck looks great. Really awesome sculpt. Beautifully painted. Look on the top. Look at the top of his head. So, so good. Really excellent. Beautiful. I love the eyes. Got a little bit of mess up around the mouth there, as you can see. A little bit of paint mess up. That's so small, though. I'm so zoomed in. Inside the mouth looks really nice. It is the same paint from the inside of the mouth. You can see that is pink, and that, once you zoom in, as much as I have here, it's pink. But on this side, it looks pretty good. So, that is excellent. That is excellent. One little paint mess up aside. This is a beautiful tortoise. I really like the proportions here. I like the feel. It feels very solid. Like I said, this doesn't feel like a gashapon, and that is incredible. As for the spider crab, now I'm gonna have to talk about something bad right off the bat. Like, you had to put this guy together. If you saw my unboxing of all this stuff, yeah. You know, I didn't even do it in there. There was a lot of, like, legs to put in the right spots. And a lot of them do tend to fall out. I definitely need to add some sort of solution to it, you know, whether it be clear nail polish, a little super glue, whatever it is, because that happens. And yeah, it's a little frustrating. I didn't want to do it for here because I didn't want to misrepresent the figure. That's something I am very, 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 very sensitive to. I do not like when somebody reviews something and they've already modified it. You are not giving your full review of the item then. You're giving a biased review. I also don't consider customization or anything like that improvements to be, you know, what makes a figure good. You know, you are changing it, and therefore it is not what it was. So, you know, I don't deal with that. That's not my thing. You know, it's not what you're getting with the figure. So, at the base, here we go. We'll go with the looks first. The back looks pretty good. A lot of really nice sculpt, really good paint. I'm not 100% sure of the little flecks of, like, it's kind of grayish. A little bit of, you know, whitish gray. Little flecks. You know, to the naked eye it looks gray, but closer it looks a little bit more white. It could be a little bit silver. It's fine. It's fine. It's basically what, like, Mattel does with the Jurassic lines. And then you do get all these little awesome legs coming from it. Very, very nicely done. Again, yeah, all those flecks, yeah, they're fine. It is what it is. At the ends of the feet, you do have this black that gradiates downwards. Really nice sculpt on the legs. I do like them. I think they look really, really good. You know, you get the orange up here, which looks fine. I do like it all the way down to the legs. Very, very cool. And the paint is different on each leg, which is nice. You know, it makes it feel, you know, more realistic. So, very, very cool on the legs. And, you know, they're different sizes, which is very awesome. So, I like it. I like it. It gives a really cool look, these giant spider legs. And then you got the arms. Now, little, they're actually the longest part are the arms. And just to go back here, like, those are pretty long arms. But, you know, it's got the same shading pattern, except it's got, like, more than one joint. You know, you got the orange, and then you got another little joint here, and then it goes into the bigger joint, which has little claws at the end. And again, very nicely sculpted claws. They look pretty good overall. I really, really like them. Oh, man, I keep popping one of these out. But the back, again, looks great. I do like it. The bottom is really, really nice. So when you look at it from here... Is this a Monstars review? Kinda. You know, like, it looks really, really good. I love this plate back here. I like it a lot, man. You know, you got the eggshell, which is kind of like the color of the... all the legs and stuff, but then you got like some nice like shading over it, some nice wash, and that looks really good. Just makes it pop. I do dig it. And you know, then you go up here, which is not painted over here, but then you go up to the little face, and that's pretty cool. I really, really like it a lot, actually. It looks very, very good. You see the eyes down there, you see, you know, the little antennae or whatever they are, just all looking good. Has a little profile of this dude. I like it. Despite all the popping, it's just very cool looking. It's a really, really nice piece. So, yeah, you know, it's got issues, but it looks good. All right, that's it. Let's see if we could get through articulation without crying. You got the joints here. They're all like hinge swivel joints, right? So at each point, you can do that. The little claws do open and close on one joint. Just try not to move it so much. There is a ball joint in there on those, on all of those. See that? Ball joint there. So, and then you got the swivels and the hinges. But if you swivel it too much, you end up pulling out the joints. You know, it is what it is. You know, I would treat it more hingy than swivelly, and you can pull the joint apart as well, which is a bit unfortunate. But you know, you do get quite a bit of articulation here, obviously, due to the number of joints. You get nothing here in the body, or the head. But yeah, still, you do get a lot of articulation here. There's no doubt about it. And for your size comparison, just keeping it simple, this time a couple of fun ones with Gamera and Ibera. But also, the only two Revo Geos I picked up with the Scorpion and the Crab here. I forget, I think one was, the Scorpion was an Emperor Scorpion. I forget what the Crab was. So, you know, I believe the Diversity of Life line from Bandai was kind of an answer to the Revo Geo line, which honestly priced me out a little bit. I felt like I wasn't... They're really nice. You get nice packages, but I felt like, for the money, I wasn't feeling it. You know, which is the same thing I felt with the giant Nile crocodile. It's just too expensive, you know? It was just too expensive for me to go in on. These little more gashapon ones, I could see myself getting more of them, because I do like articulated animals. There's no doubt about it. So you might see more of these in the future, but probably no more of the Revo Geos, even though, you know, I still have these two, and they're still very cool to have. And my final thoughts, you know, I really like the tortoise. It is really, really, really nice. And I really like the spider crab. But, you know, spider crab definitely has some issues with the joints falling out. It is what it is. It's my luck, right? But the tortoise is really, really, really nice. I really like this leopard tortoise. Very, very cool figure. No doubt about it. And the spider crab is too. They're both really great figures. You know, it's the Gamera movie that I needed right now. It's just cool to have articulated animals. I definitely want to look into the Diversity of Life on Earth line more after this. I do kind of, there's part of me that does regret not getting an holographic doll, but it was so expensive, dudes. It was so expensive that I just couldn't justify it, you know? I just couldn't justify it. For me, it would have been jumping into a new line for $200+. Nah, guys, nah, it was just too much. But, you know, checking out these little gashapons, I mean, can you get a better deal than these? These are punching way above their weight. So, yeah, for sure, if you have an opportunity to get some of these smaller gashapons, go for it, because they're quite awesome for the price. There's no doubt about it. Even importing them, you're making out, man. You really are. These are very awesome. And there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you could please like, comment, subscribe, share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.